Alright kids, hi, how you doing? I'm Yalek, and we have another video for the Boom Fails series. Um, Actually, we'll do two on this one. So, first we'll do the Boom Fails, and then I will show this, because this was interesting. Tried it once with Warriors, got probably he had like maybe 15% left on the HQ, but decided not to go about that, and then I returned to that Bullitt Zooka loadout. So this was actually really cool. It was a good base. But first, let's look at this guy. So this is Chinese letters. I am at full boost because I did just do my operation hit. Yes, that went well. Thank you for asking. So the problem with this base is this right here. We're going to remove this rocket launcher, and then look at this rocket launcher. You'll notice that it covers about half the shield. Fair warning, this would not have worked if I had not been on full blast, because it did take some GBE to do this. However, this is stupid. I don't know what this person was thinking. Defend your shield. This is easy enough to kill, this one rocket launcher, because we do have the artillery tribe right now. Boosted 50% boost on artillery, so I think that took 3. That's fairly cheap. To remove a shield, yes, I will pay that. Thank you. He's got his 5 ice back here. Not boosting wouldn't probably have mattered anyway. But hey, this is a pretty straightforward warrior hit once that shield goes down. A bunch of mines up the middle. Apparently he's seen warrior hits once or twice before, but obviously we are going to have the GBE to remove all of that and just observe. So threw one bucket of critters, hoping to get a couple more landing on the backside of that shield generator. Unfortunately, rockets do area damage, so even though these critters at the very back of this shield generator are out of its range, the ones on the sides of the shield generator are in its range and are drawing fire. There's one critter that was alive back there, and we are going to throw another bucket of critters onto this thing, and the rocket is still doing its work over there, doing its area damage. Bit annoying that you can be out of range and still be injured, but whatever. So right now we have exactly one critter left. Helped that poor critter. This one is officially out of range and has survived the barrages of the rocket launcher, and he's just sitting back here working slowly. Luckily a warrior hit does not take very long. We're actually going to speed this up because I ended up just sitting here for over a minute, and I had figured if it got down to about a minute 15 I was going to go regardless of whether the shield was down or not, and just pray that by the time my warriors came out of smoke, then the shield was going to be gone. Luckily the time didn't get that close, but seriously, that was actually the biggest thing that I was worried about with this hit. Tried to be economical with the smokes and flares there. I usually would have flared probably to the hot pot first, but GBE was getting a little bit tight and wanted to have enough for some shocks. Didn't have enough for a 4th shock back here, which I would have liked on that flamethrower, so instead we used a med kit. But yeah, that easy. Because what were you thinking? I have no idea. Horrible base design. Anyway, now I'll show you the other hit, which is not a boom fail. It was a pretty good base design. Again, on full blast from the op hit. Only a couple of ice for this guy, but he does have 2 shield 3s out. He has a laser out, and the laser, honestly, I wasn't quite sure. Once again, what I'm going to do is shock bullet over on this side of the base. I wasn't quite sure what was going to be taunted, so I ended up wasting GBE. This was not as good looking as the hit that I did the other day, but this is, again, not my idea. Thanks, Master Morty. Look up his page. He was on the global leaderboard. He's like a genius at the game, so his idea. I'm just stealing it. Decided not to do the flare landing this time. This went a lot better, so we'll just probably go with that 2 smoke drop in the future. So wasted a bunch of GBE up here on shocking things that didn't end up needing to be shocked, like this machine gun, and I did flare get the laser because the laser was going to get Bullitt. Unfortunately, then I didn't have the shocks for shocking the laser again, so I lost some girls to that. Wasn't hugely concerned, but you know. So the reason I wanted to show this, these girls down here have made themselves useful by removing the shield. The reason I wanted to show this is that I learned something at the end of this hit. So I was watching from about here. These girls are all going to die momentarily. Now you'll notice, so I'm just going to have these girls up here. What are we looking at? Maybe 20-ish. And this lady right over here is closer to the rocket launcher than Bullitt is. So I was wondering why she wasn't getting shot. Now, as the hit goes on, we get further towards the end of the hit. Like I said, these girls down here are going to be dead soon. Not worried about them, just need the ones behind Bullitt to survive. And Bullitt was really starting to get worried about this because Bullitt is between me and all of this stuff down here, so I'm not worried about it. I no longer need to taunt except to try to preserve his health. And so I'm not worried about the shock launcher, I'm not worried about the rocket launcher, but I'm worried about this one rocket launcher, and I'm wondering why is it not turning towards me? So I made a mistake here. I just threw critters. For some reason it had fixed on Bullitt and it was not moving. First, I threw critters because I was trying to preserve Bullitt's health. For some reason, this Zooka was not drawing its attention, not like breaking its fixation on Bullitt, but I threw the critters and the rocket launcher, that changed its attention. So then the rocket launcher did not fixate on Bullitt, it went after the critters instead, and after the critters get destroyed, then it starts to notice the girls. I would have been fine, I think, because a bunch of these girls over here would still have been behind Bullitt, and his health didn't end up being that low. I guess I didn't need to throw the critters at all, but it was strange. It was just not noticing the Zooka at all, and it was just staring at Bullitt, and I suppose if I had just let that continue, it would have remained that way. But then I distracted it with the critters, and then it noticed and switched over to the Zooka. Very odd situation. Anyway, he did have a pretty good looking base there, but I've been living off tricks like these for the last couple weeks because gold is tight and these tribes is hard. Anyway, thought those were both cool, thought I would share, and that's all I've got for you this morning, so hope you have a great day.